Morning everybody, it's Sunday morning. It's the morning that the clocks went back last night. I don't know what it is, the 20 something. It's late October. And it's about 7 degrees. Had a bit of a frost this morning. I'm in Hunslet. I don't know if you remember, quite a few months ago now I did a couple of videos down here. I'm near the Penny Hill Centre, big shopping centre built in the 70s. I saw a rail depot while I was down here before, and I said I was going to come back and just have a look at it. Brought my dog with me. She's been away in kennels for a week, so all the training that I've been doing with her, she seems to have forgotten everything. I did read up on the internet though about this. There's this Church Street, and it's fascinating. It's been here as Hunslet since medieval times, and this road used to go all the way down to the River Aire, to a ford. Across the river. Come on. And I think it was actually wealthier than a lot of towns, was Hunslet, in the Industrial Revolution. Come on. Come on. So as I said, this is proving a little harder than I thought it would. Where's my dog? Stick with it now, I guess. The problem is she hasn't yet learned how to walk on a lead properly. So having her on this isn't really the answer. She was 15 months. She was 15 months old when we got her, and she hadn't had any training at all. So it's been quite difficult. Teaching the things that a 12-week-old puppy should be learning when she's this size. It's an interesting old building. So I've been going to lessons with her, and she has been getting better, and I just, maybe the first day back from kennels wasn't the best day to bring her out, as that used to say. I think this train depot, oh yeah, it's here. Heel Kelly. So what my plan was, it's just here is the depot. Freightliner staff only. Oh look, a train. Go up onto the bridge again. Give you an idea where we are. Maybe down the other side and then back along that through that industrial area. The idea of getting a dog, I've had dogs in the past that have been really good walking companions. I've only had one Labrador from being a puppy, and I do remember it took a few years before he was a good walking companion. Other dogs I've had have always been older. Balm Road. And I'm guessing being Sunday there's more trains around. Quite a high bridge this. That's the same as before, there's about 10 trains in a row there. Never knew this place existed, to be honest. Looking on the map, there's some sports fields on the left here, but I don't know if you can get down. Does this look like a path? For the old Joker film. It actually looks like an old road. There's cobblestones. Let's give it a whirl. Come on. Come on. As I say, I really want to start taking her with me. Especially on walks like this, where there's places for a dog to walk. Come on, Carly. But, come on. She does need to learn some manners, which after 4 or 5 months I thought she was starting to learn. Anyhow, cobble streets again. Didn't realise they were green, these Freightliners. I don't really know much about trains, but anybody who does, this is the Midland Road Depot in Leeds. I wonder if they know the gate's open. So there's not too much chat apart from moaning about the dog. I've got a bad back as well, might as well get all the moans out the way, haven't I? So it's not being helped. But I don't really know so much about this area, so it's really just going to be a quick walk round. We came down that main road last time we were here, past that mill. This is on the map. Allotments and a sports field. Very nice. Leeds Park. That's another Leeds City Council public space ticked off. Apparently there's about 85 public spaces in Leeds maintained by the City Council. I did once want to visit them all. Never got round to it. We're ticking off quite a few. So what that is, I can't tell whether that's the trains or the allotments. Oh, I think it's the trains, isn't it? I think. That's lovely on here though. It's a bit of a double whammy this morning because I've taken a break from YouTubing as well, pretty much, while my family were here, and last week was all about getting jobs done. So it's nice to be back out. I don't think we're going to see much of the trains. There's another fence there. It's beautiful though, isn't it? Autumn is in full swing. Hunslet car. What Hunslet used to look like. Oh, a calendar. I think this is the road we went up when we came to the cemetery. Is it called Woodhouse Hill Cemetery? It's just behind me, up the road a little way. As is the start of the Leeds Outer Ring Road. Oh, just missed the train. And this is quite unusual. All the bridges are so big, so high. Look at that. You can see the city centre in the distance. Let's bob over the other side of the road and then come back to this side. Heel. Come on. Come on. It's the can't see what road this is. It's missing. Come on. Much to see at that side. Oh. It's like a little cutting off to the right. So let's have a good look at this then for any train spotters out there. Carriages, carriages, carriages. The city, which I think is this bit here. This bit here is more Wellington Street by the river where the railway station is, and the bit further across there is where the university and the main part of the city centre is. That's the depot. That's that long line of trains, I think, that we saw. Sheds 3, Shed 4. Is this the Freightliner depot for the whole of the country? I don't know. Not a lot happening here, guys, so let's carry on. I do like this little bridge. It's pretty cool. As I always do on such occasions, wave at my shadow. Pretty cool though. Pepper Road. There used to be a footpath there to somewhere. It looks like an old, is that a train manufacturer's? It has the look, doesn't it? Pontifex. Nice wall made out of railway sleepers. Another park there, and then the river just about a quarter of a mile across to the right. I was going to go somewhere else this morning, but she's had a good walk, I've had a good walk. We might have I might have a video somewhere in amongst all this pulling, tugging, healing and the carry on that we've had. Just going to have a couple of good sessions of training, I think, this week. But as you can see, even now, industry is everywhere around here. And as I say, I remember what it was now. On the Leeds Civic Trust website, there's a lecture given by a guy, I can't remember his name. Go to their website, you find a lecture, and it's about Hunslet, and it's fascinating. And it's in it, he says Hunslet was wealthier than a lot of local towns. And he also says the bit I said right at the beginning, which really surprised me, that Hunslet was a village that went back to medieval times, and there were some very wealthy houses in it at that time. But then obviously the Industrial Revolution came, and it became what it became, and it's what it is today. It's somewhere in between, isn't it? A lot of decent residential areas, and but still a lot of industry. So genuinely, I've never been down some of these streets, but thank heavens for Google Earth. You can have a look as to where you're going the day before you go. She's great now. She's settled down. I think like pretty much like people now, which I have to say something I really don't get. They have the pre-drinks, don't they, before they go out. We need to have a pre-walk, I think, we and her, before we go anywhere. Half an hour. Not enough steam. So I hope you all enjoyed your extra hour in bed. It's not something I kind of get up when I get up. No idea what time I woke up. About 5ish, so I thought it'd be about 6ish. So that's not too bad. Clayton Works Business Centre. As always, guys, I'd love to hear from you. If you know anything about this area, if you know more than I do, which wouldn't be difficult. That Brown Ridge Transport, I remember those from when I was growing up. I think they were based near where I used to live, and they've come on quite a bit, haven't they? Tell me if you know, did they used to have a depot down East End Park? And were the lorries brown? I have a very vague recollection. Real shame about that church, isn't it? There's only the spire left. No idea what they're going to do with it. But yeah, as always, I'd love to hear from you. If you have got any interesting facts or reminiscences about this area, do share them in the comments. It'd be lovely to hear from you. The Labrador's perfect for this because I was once at a vet's. I was finishing up on the dog before we get back onto trains. I was once at a vet's and the dog had put a little bit of weight on. And I got a bit defensive with the vet, and she says, no, I understand you take her on long walks, she said, but Labradors can walk for 100 miles a day. That came as a real surprise to me. I knew they could walk quite a bit, but I never realised it was 100 miles a day. Wow, that's a view. So if you're into trains, folks, there's 70006. Let's go a bit further. Unfortunately, the sun's in the sort of wrong direction for us, isn't it? That one's a bit narrow. Don't want to drop my camera in there. I'd be relying on the goodwill of the people who work there to pass me it back. I think that might be the thumbnail shot. That's great. So yeah, she's the perfect dog for taking on these kind of trips. And the wheels there, spare wheels. Pretty cool, isn't it? Trains everywhere. And some more spare wheels there. Not sure what we're gonna... Come on! That's the way we came, wasn't it? We're back where we started. Just so you know, we're on Midland Road, LS10. A modern form of transport there. Going into Leeds. Bradford Airport. I know I've filmed this before, but I quite like libraries. They're a bit of an endangered species in this country. So thanks for watching, guys. I've decided to have my breakfast by the side of the Hunslet Library. It's very very middle class. I think I've brought a croissant, a flask of coffee and 2 chocolate biscuits, and it's absolutely stunning morning. It's about 9 o'clock, and it's very quiet out and about. I was going to do more walks this morning, but it's been quite hard work with the puppy. But I'm sure she'll get there. Very much like people at dogs, you've got to stick with them. Don't give up on them, and most of them will get there eventually. But for now, thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up and like it. And if you like this kind of content, do consider subscribing. But until the next time, I'll have my croissant now. I'll say cheerio and cheers.